Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 9 of Humankind, and as I said at the end of the last video, my intention with this one is, quite possibly, to go to war with somebody. Now I haven't looked at being able to declare war on somebody yet. There is this war support thing that I've noticed. We don't have any war support with this particular person here. We can't declare war on them directly. So you need 80 war supports to declare war on somebody, but maybe we can do something to annoy them. We are a fair bit stronger than him because he is only in classical era, we're in the medieval era. I'm not sure that makes too much of a difference, although obviously it does bump us further up the tech tree, so potentially we can get better units. He has already attacked one of my armies. What I'd like to do now is try and have a bit of a pop at his. So he's got this army here. He's got two 27 strength Javelineers and two 21 strength warriors. Over here I have got some 28 strength horsemen, a 27 strength swordsman, and do actually have a 25 strength ranged unit. I'm not sure how many other units he's got around. I've got quite a few in various different places. I'm going to go in and see if I can attack him. I can do it on this turn, I believe. You've got all of your movement. Do you have all of your movement this turn? You do. You can't get to him directly by going that way. We're going to go around. In order to perform this action, you have to make a declaration of war against them. Sure. So apparently you can declare war against them. Your armies are now invading another's lands. You can ransack any district that does not have a fortification value. For example, isolated districts, harbours and resource extractors. In order to start besieging a city, stand at the bottom of its walls and inside the fortifications as if you were attacking an army. Okay, so I couldn't declare war on him.
The world is meant to be mine, but you stand in my way.
I couldn't declare a war. Right, you're at war. In Humankind, a war is won by forcing your opponent to surrender. In order to do so, you need to play in a way that will bring their population's war support to 0. The same rules apply to you. An empire's war support against an empire goes down when losing a battle or a city or being at war for too long. Conversely, war support against an empire goes up when winning battles, capturing cities or ransacking. So it wouldn't let me directly declare war on him, yet I was able to go to war on him by moving into his territory, which seems a little bit weird. I don't think there's anything too bad going on here. So it looks like we can attack him. Obviously I can't move in all the way to get the attack there. I do have this unit, which is mostly elephants. You can move into the city settlement thing here. We are going to attack this army as well. So this is a siege with the look of things here. It looked like it was going to be a siege. My side is weaker overall. It looked like I was stronger there for a start. Let's retreat a little bit. We can come back and do that when we've got a few more units. Let's get out of there. And instead, let's go in with this army and attack from over here. So we can attack from up top here. He could still retreat. He does have that option. Reserves are visible in the reinforcements tab. So we do have some reserves, apparently. Select one or several units to display more details. Reinforcements. Let's do... Why do I have reserves? I don't know. Anyway, manual battle. Something there seems a little bit weird. So let's go and have a look here. So we want to have some units on the high ground, ideally. We are going to want to attack. We'll probably want our swordsmen at the front. Our cavalry's a little bit faster, so we can put them further back. And we'll keep our ranged units at the top out of the way. Hopefully that will work. Who gets to go first? We're stronger overall. We get to go first, so we can probably fire from here. Yes, we can. Not a mega amount of damage. We can attack from the high ground. Decent amount of damage there. Now I'd like to try and take their archers out if possible.
Sorry, we can't do that.
So there is no path.
Nope.
We've got to go through these guys first, I think. Can I not get to these guys because of where they are? I do have units down here, apparently. That's a bit weird. We can deploy these units. Did I do what? Is that because I just generally had another army next to the province? These guys were neighbouring the province, so they're able to come in. That's actually quite interesting that they're able to do that. Can I just bring the one in? I should have brought in one of the other units, shouldn't I? I don't have any other ranged units there though, so that's fine. But I can come in and start to try and attack them from behind. Yeah, I can't get to them with the cavalry, unfortunately. Let's start moving some of these units around. Yeah, there's no path to attack them with the cavalry. We can still attack them from above. Let's send them around and see what they do here. We are going to get attacked by the archers. There is another group of archers down here that I've just seen. Now their swordsmen, I think, have just finished themselves off. We're getting attacked by the javelins down here. So let's move into this tile. And this will allow us to attack these archers with our swordsmen. And we took some damage for that, but that's okay. We can shoot from up here. Not huge amounts of damage. We still can't get in to attack them. Now let's go down here and see about attacking these archers. Obviously we take a bit of damage there. Looks like we can get in with these guys as well. We do have a unit from behind them, so we can actually attack from behind. I think they must have more units, I just can't see where they are right now. So it definitely was a good idea to make sure we had extra units around. These archers are going to be the big problem because they're in an isolated tile. Can we get anything more from this? Yes, we can. We're sure they had more units down here. Let's end the round. Luckily, he's going for one of the more higher health units. So we'll take a shot with ranged first. And then we'll hit from behind with the swordsman. Not too sure how these archers are surviving against direct attacks from swordsmen. But yeah, there's just no way up to that tile. That's pretty interesting. Imagine if we didn't have any ranged units. We wouldn't be able to do anything to that. So yeah, there's quite a few tiles here that we just can't reach. That does seem to be all that there is though. They don't appear to have any other units around. Let's send the round. That swordsman did take a bit of a knock there, but we've got to end the turn now. We can't do anything more on this turn. Now it is possible he might be able to bring more armies in. So we'll go on to the next turn. So yeah, some of these units are a little bit beaten up. But I think taking one of his armies out completely will be ideal. Let's take you out there. Okay, so that army is over. We didn't lose any units. Although it wasn't particularly great for us. Looks like there's another battle here with a single unit. And again, he's in a tile that I can't really reach. I do have my archers. Let's not have our swordsman at the front. And yeah, we'll use the archer where we can. So we'll end deployment. He's just got a swordsman there. He's actually backed up with that swordsman, but I think we can take a hit. He's moving around. I don't have any more units here that I can deploy, I don't think. So he's kind of ran off. We can move over here with some cavalry units. We can keep our eye on where he's going, I think. Some of the cavalry are a little bit beaten. I'm going to move my ranged unit over the top here and move you sort of all the way back because you are very damaged. We are stronger anyway. So let's end the round. Right, they've moved up to here, which is good. They've put themselves in a position where I can shoot at them quite easily. Unfortunately, I don't really have any ways of getting to them, not easily, because I don't think I can get up here. Yeah, there's no path to the destination. It looks like they can. I can get up here. But then you're telling me there's no path to the destination. Oh, because there's a fortification here. Right. That little icon. They're behind walls. Increase combat strength against attacks from outside the walls. Right, that's something that I completely missed that. Okay, this unit might take a bit of battering now. We'll end the round. Yeah, so he can come out and attack me, and he gets increased combat strength because he's in a fortified area. Interesting. I did wonder why I couldn't get to him. Okay, so let's just back up a little bit. And we'll end the round. And then we've got to end the turn again. There's a few other things that we need to do. We've got some idle armies here. You ran very far away, didn't you? So we could try and siege this out. There is a fortification, which is the problem. So I think we need to move in here. And we can move in... Can we select this army? But it has no movement. Right. So we're not going to move in with you just yet. You've used up all your movement anyway. Okay, well, end the turn. We're getting some population. I think all of my cities are busy on other stuff. Let's open this here. It looks like they ran straight into me and killed themselves off. So those guys are done for. So you pretty much want to... Is there exploitation there? No. You guys want to heal up. And then, yeah, these guys, I think we want to move in to here. Siege. The siege begins. You may review the balance of power as well as the level of fortification in the battle panel. You could abandon or maintain the siege or launch an assault, which will lead to the usual battle confirmation phase. The longer you maintain a siege, the more siege weapons will have at your disposal, providing they have been researched, while the number of militia units that have the defender will have at their disposal decreases. So it's very much like Total War. Okay, understood. So we just want to maintain it and try and build some battering rams, and they'll lose some units. And we've got other army units around here. So you're the one that's sieging. Yeah, so we've got double lots of units around here. I don't know if they've got any more armies. They may well have. Do not know at this stage. New Civic. The ongoing war is a draining experience for the Empire. Your many armies fighting across land, costing your capital, resources, and of course blood. The question of funding these endeavours should be addressed. So, army wages. We can get stability on cities that we occupy and stabilities on garrison, or we can get money from, extra 50% money from ransacking and extra combat strength in ransacking. Again, I think this is one of those civics that I don't necessarily need to take right now. I don't think it's really going to help me. We are getting some good population gains, getting a decent amount of influence, so I really want to consider joining some of these cities together. These two are both linked to Carthage. You are not linked to anything. I think you were going to get linked to Thebes. I think was the original plan, or I should say attached is the appropriate terminology. And then there's just one left over here, which will probably get linked to Memphis, maybe. Let's go ahead and end the turn, because we are in this war. So population gone down a little bit. Close to a war victory, because their war support is already really low, so we might even be able to just take this city from them. Let's have a look here and see how things are going. We don't have... I mean, our side is stronger anyway. I think we can afford to wait one more turn. It'd be nice to have a look at these siege weapons and see how they work. I'm going to leave these guys healing up a little bit more, and just maybe use them in case I see an army heading my way. We're 5 turns away from grabbing Angawat, so that shouldn't take too long. The Sands of Time. Recently, travelling across an antique desert land, and the hinterlands of your empire, you came across a curious sight. 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone, beside which lied a shattered visage. And on the pedestal the words, "Look on my works and despair." Nothing besides remained. The image still haunts you to this day. Whoever raised this civilization is now forgotten. Any and all of their achievements are gone, and their name lost to the winds. Today you reign supreme, the most famed leader in the world. Yet will you still be remembered in a century, a millennium, an aeon? How best to find immortality? So we can preach, will give us plus 5 food on 3 targets. Or we can minus 20% production cost on land, military and naval units. Or we can have fanatical on 3 targets. I think we'll just go for the food, to be fair. I know that moves us a little bit more towards tradition, but it'll be nice to get some extra food coming in because we did lose a little bit of population. Let's see if we've got time for one more turn. There's craftsmanship research. That gives us charcoal kilns and artisan workshops. There's a population gain in Thebes. There's a resource sold. Has that war just ended? Because it looks like we just... No, we are still at war. Because it looked like we just sold them a... Oh, it's the Celts that put... Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm getting them mixed up with these guys who are the Mayans. Okay, let's open this siege now. Apparently we do have a battering ram. We could try and build another one, but I don't think we need to. We're just going to go and direct assault it and we'll manual battle. We should be able to deal with this without too many problems. So they do apparently have 4 units. We've got some decent swordsmen here. I'm not too sure having the elephants up that high are really going to help out. So we'll move them down. I wonder if the elephants have got any sort of siege attacker abilities here. So we've got some reinforcements. They're going to come in from behind. I'll save them as much as possible. So we'll end our deployment. So they do have some swordsmen. Fortifications. All district tiles that are connected to the main plaza as well as certain special districts are fortified. Attacking a unit located on one of these tiles from the outside will impose a heavy penalty on the attacker, as the defender can take cover behind the city walls. The defending side can move freely in and out of the fortified tiles, but the attacking side must scale them. Fortifications can be breached by certain special units that are listed as being able to attack fortifications, notably siege weapons. Once a fortified tile has lost all of its hit points, we say that that is breached. Okay. So we attack with the battering ram. I think we can quite easily attack with these elephants. I think the elephants actually are siege weapons with the look of things here. That worked out quite nicely. So what about this one? Yeah, this will actually damage the walls, but I don't think it matters. We just sort of wade in with the elephant. Does it actually say if the elephants are siege weapons? Because they feel like they are. Unable to climb fortifications. Didn't seem to stop them getting in though, did it? Let's as much as possible try and stay on high ground. We'll come off worse on that one, so I think there we just defend. And we'll leave these guys here. I don't want to be adjacent to them, because I don't want them to attack me from the high ground. If they want to come down and attack me out in the open, fine. The round's automatically ended because I ran out of movement. So they're coming over here. We should be able to defeat these units. No path to this destination. We can get this one. You still cannot get there. I guess these things just move fairly slow. So, yeah, this would be a nasty attack. Do you still have movement left? You can't attack again. You can't move again this round. Can you move down there? No. Let's move you down just so we can move in on the next turn. The next round should be the end for this city. I'd be very surprised if it isn't. Looks like they're just defending.
Let's go!
And obviously we have reinforcements up here that we could bring in that we don't need to. And is that just going to be an automatic end? Yes, it is. So, we didn't gain any spoils. We only lost 6% of our health. But we gained the city. Now, that actually counts as a city. So now I've got 4 cities. And I'm only allowed to have 3. So I wonder how that's going to work out for me. We did finish our science. Finished our research. So we want to work on the siege tactics could be useful. Getting ballistas. Not too sure how often we're going to be going to war. But let's assume that this might happen again. +1 science on population and +4 influence on main plaza. That sounds like something that's worth picking up reasonably quickly, though. A culture's heritage. The capture of the great city of Tikal was a proud day for your empire. Marching through its gates, however, it was clear that the defeated citizens were equally proud of their own colourful culture. What do you make of their customs and rights? So it's another new civic here. Stability on the main plaza and the administrative centre or influence. I actually like having the extra influence.
They say alloys
so I'm going to pick that
are
up.
stronger than pure metals. I guess we're going to see how far that metaphor applies to human societies.
And then we'll see what happens. So this is an occupied city. I guess we are still at war at this point. Yeah, their war support's 49. I don't think we can necessarily ask for a peace deal at this point. We can offer surrender. But we cannot propose a white peace because we've got no grievances to claim. So we have to carry on fighting. That's fine. Obviously, I think with 3 armies we're probably good. I don't know how many cities they've got now. They are kind of squished in this corner of the map. It's quite possible that they've only got like this city. Because remember, there is a city cap. It's not like Civilization where the AI is going to have sort of 50 cities. So that might be all they have left. So we'll start looking at moving into that on the next video. We are still working on our next wonder. And then there's probably quite a few buildings that we've unlocked since that we need to have a look at. Might even be worth moving some of our citizens around at some point just to make sure that we are growing reasonably well. Like our industry here, we've got plenty of money coming in. It might be better off just having... mind you, that one counts as 5. But might be worth having just a few more people in some of the industry slots here and there. When we don't need quite so much money coming in. But we'll look at that in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying Humankind. I'm having a lot of fun playing it and I'm having a lot of fun learning it, and I hope you guys are too. Please do consider leaving a like on the video or subscribing if you haven't done already. I will see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.